Okay, here we're live again. Welcome everyone. So Bruchim Habayim. Tonight, Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll have a really, really special shiur about Chag HaShavuot, Haba Aleinu Letova. Chag HaShavuot, Be'ezrat Hashem, in a few days, after we prepare for this holiday, 49 days. We're preparing every year, we're counting the Sfirat HaOmer since Pesach, since Motzei Pesach, we counting every day, and we say the bracha. We say the bracha, and if someone is missing one day, he cannot continue with bracha, right? So we have a lot of things in Chag HaShavuot that I want to share with you together tonight, because the topic that I want to talk tonight is going to be about relationships. About relationship is not just relationship if you're married. Relationship, it's something in general. Relationship, first of all, start with yourself, how you relate to yourself, how you connect to yourself, and also how you connect to others. What is your relationship with your siblings, with your parents, with your kids? How is the relationship with Hashem? How is the relationship with the Torah? How is the relationship with money? And also, by the way, how is the relationship with your spouse or with your girlfriend or with your wife? Whatever you want to call it. Okay? So I would like to share a few ideas, a few amazing stuff that we can learn through Chag HaShavuot. And you can see how it's so amazing and so powerful tools that we can learn how to implement and how to improve our relationship and how to see our relationship with much more love, much more connection, and to understand why sometimes it's not working. Sometimes the relationship, you have a lot of issues, a lot of problems, communication problems, and that's why a lot of people are fortunately getting divorced every week and every year, and they come into my office and to other rabbis, problems after problems, and almost there's no couple in the world that don't have a problem in relationship. So what is the keys that we can learn how to have a lasting relationship? Why most of the relationships that we have in today, most of them fail. Over 75% of the relationship around the world fail. And the other 25% that they remain married, they remain together, half of them want to go out, they're trying to find the exit, and the other, I don't want to say suffering, but not happy. Why did Hashem make such a place, an institution, like marriage institution, and make it so hard to achieve? And the question, if it's achievable, it's possible to have a good and healthy and stable relationship or no? That's the question. And that's why the Torah, if you can see it, in Shir HaShirim, they're always at the Torah, makes our relationship with Hashem. The Torah want to teach us all the relationship between us and Hashem. It's like the relationship between us and a wife, like a husband and a wife. Why? Because of this Chag HaShavuot. What happened in Chag HaShavuot? Chag HaShavuot is not the holiday that we throw in water on each other, or holidays of cheesecake and pasta and all the dairy stuff. Of course, we have the tradition to eat it. Soon you're going to learn why we have a tradition to eat cheese stuff and dairy stuff in Chag HaShavuot. Why? Wait. So again, it said all the ta'amim, all the minagim, all the traditions, why we have this tradition to eat dairy stuff in Chag HaShavuot. But first of all, I want to start from the beginning. Why we celebrate in Chag HaShavuot? Why we celebrate in Chag HaShavuot after Hashem, He went to all the nations in the world, 70 nations, and He asked them and He offered the Torah. He offered them, you would like to get the Torah? He went to Bnei Edom, to the Arab people, to the American people, to the European people. They said, no, what it's written about? What's written in the Torah? He said, you're not allowed to kill. What not allowed to kill? We don't talk, shoot. That's what we live on, right? How can you live without that? So, he didn't give him the Torah. He went to another nation, Bnei Ammon. You're not allowed to have adultery. You're not allowed to marry in your family or no, married women or other stuff. So what do you mean? That's what we live on. In Bnei Ammon, that's our life. And he went to another nation. Nobody wants to accept the Torah. He went to Am Yisrael. We said, Na'aseh v'nishma. We said we accept it. We gonna do it, and then we're gonna hear. First of all, it's not fair. What we said, Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato. Hashem didn't choose us. Hashem chose us. He didn't have any choice. You offer the ice cream for so many people. Nobody wants to have the ice cream. And then you offer to me, okay. Why not? Right? It's like the joke. He offered the tablet, the 10 Commandments. He said, how much is it? It's for free. Give us 2. That's what we got, the 10 Commandments. The 2 tablets. Right? But what kind of relationship is it? It is. And more than that, we accept the Torah. We accept, we did Na'aseh v'nishma. We said we're going to do and then we're going to hear. Na'aseh v'nishma like the angels. After Hashem said, He picked up the mountain of Sinai. That's the Gemara said in Shabbat Pechet. He picked up the mountain and He said, אם מקבלים את התורה מוטב, ואם לאו, שם תהיה קבורתכם. If you accept the Torah, fine. If not, I'm going to bury you here alive. Are you serious? We just told you that we're willing to accept the Torah. We just told you that we want to get married. Right? So what's wrong with you? It's like you you propose to a girl. You propose, are you married me? Yes. Yes, she say yes, everybody happy, they make a big celebration. After 5 minutes, you see the Khatan, the groom, he went to his head. You want to marry me? If not, I'm going to kill you alive. I just said yes. What's wrong? Why did Hashem needs to force the Torah on Am Yisrael if we already accept it? Right? And also, when you offer the Torah to the other nation, it's not fair. Why it's not fair? You tell me only one command. Only one dibera from the 10 commandments. You tell me only the thing that it's hard for me. You know that I cannot live without a gun. You know, it's not fair. Slicha, is it fair? I'm going to offer you something. I'm going to offer you a product or I'm going to offer you a job. And then I have few things to do in my business. I'm going to offer you a job, and I know that you're not capable to do the job. I have other things to offer you, but I'm offering you what? Exactly what you cannot do. I'm telling you that I cannot paint the walls. I cannot. I can work on computers. I can be a guard in your office. No, but I'm offering you something that I know already that you cannot. You cannot. So it's not fair. So what kind of relationship like that? And the Gemara said, Hashem pick up the mountain of Sinai, Ma'amad Sinai, and He said, if you're not going to accept it, I'm going to bury you alive. I said, okay. If you said, we don't want to die. Amar Rava, Mikan moda'a rabba leoraita. Rava said, if a person went to the heaven and Hashem will ask him why he didn't accept the Torah, he said, I'm sorry. You forced on me. I didn't want to. Gemara said, after many years, in the time of Purim, Hadur kiblu b'mei Achashverosh, we accept the Torah, we activate it, and we accept it from out of love. From until then, the time of Purim, we accept it only out of fear, not out of love. Okay? So what kind of relationship like that? You see, you can be in the relationship that somebody forced you to be with me? You know how many relationships I know that people choking because they love too much, they choking you. They don't give you to leave, right? We're going to learn about it. What kind of relationship is going to be a healthy relationship, and what it's love all about, and how we can learn from the relationship of Hashem and us, the relationship that can last for long term, forever or for long term, and that's what we can learn together. Another question that I want to share with you. In Chag HaShavuot, we're staying awake all night, and we're learning, and we're doing the Tikkun Leil Shavuot. What we're doing? We're reading all the mitzvot. All the mitzvot in the Torah, we're reading again. We're reading 3 psukim in each parasha. Each parasha, all the 24 books in the Torah, in the Bible, in the Tanakh, in the Chumash, 3 psukim in the beginning, 3 psukim in the end. Why? If we need to be awake all night, okay, I can learn whatever I want. No, this is specific order, what we need to learn exactly. Why was that? Another tradition, to eat milchik, dairy stuff in Chag HaShavuot. Why? Why are we eating dairy stuff in Chag HaShavuot? We have few reasons. What is the reason? One reason, it's because when we accept the Torah, what happened? We already accept the Torah, we have rules. What's the rules of kashrut? We cannot kosher, we didn't have enough time to kosher our pot. Before that, we can eat milk and meat together. They didn't have time enough to kosher the pots. That's why they have the options to eat only dairy. That's why we eat dairy. This is one reason. Another reason why we eat dairy, who knows? Because, who knows? Because, yes?
We didn't know the laws of shchita.
Yeah, that's what I said now. We didn't have enough time to kosher, and also we didn't know the enough how to do the shchita and all the stuff. That's why we cannot eat meat. But another reason, because Mountain of Sinai, another name, is Har Gavnunim Har Bashan. Har Gavnunim, it's like Gvina. Gvina, it's cheese. One of the names of Har Sinai is cheese. Har Gavnunim. That's another reason. But the main reason, what is the main reason why we eat milky stuff in Chag HaShavuot? Why? Dvash v'chalav tachat leshonech. Because the Torah represents the sweetness in the Torah. It's like honey and milk. That's why. That's the main reason. But so if the honey and milk, why are we eating honey in Chag HaShavuot, in Chag Rosh Hashanah, and milk in Chag HaShavuot? Why specific milk? What does the milk represent? So the last question I have before we go in deeper, it just warming up. The last question, why Chag HaShavuot called Chag HaShavuot? Why? Also we have few reasons. Because of what? Because of Sfirat HaOmer, right. We count 7 weeks. 49 days in 7 weeks. That's why we name the Chag HaShavuot on the name of the weeks. Right? It's weird. Why it's weird? Instead of to give a name and identity to Chag HaShavuot, we call it on behalf of our time that we count together. Right? We prepare for 7 weeks for this day. Chag HaShavuot don't have a date. Tisperu 50 yom. In the 50th, we're going to celebrate Chag HaShavuot. Why Chag HaShavuot don't have a normal name? Chag Matan Toratenu. This is the holiday that we accept the Torah, right? So why you call it Chag HaShavuot? So let's begin to understand now, in the first time, what is Chag HaShavuot all about and how it connected to our relationship and how we can learn some tools to our relationship in life, in a daily basis. If somebody can put the AC. 69, both of them. Yael, thank you. Okay, Chag HaShavuot, this is not just another holiday. Chag HaShavuot, we're celebrating our anniversary. This is the holiday that we celebrating our anniversary. This is the time that we stood under the chuppah and we swear to each other. Shavuot milashon shvuah. Shavuot in Hebrew, shvuah, it's swear. We swear to each other. Hashem swear, I will never, ever, doesn't matter what's going to happen during the history, I will never change and replace you with another nation. This is one shvuah that Hashem swear. Am Israel swear, we also swear to Hashem, we will never change a God, we will never have another God. This is the time that we stood under the chuppah, this is Ma'amad Har Sinai, and this is the time that we accept our relationship. We're willing to live together. We're willing to get married. This is the time that we swear each other, we propose to each other, we say yes. But this is exactly the point. This is exactly the point that Hashem want to teach us what is relationship all about. When we accept the Torah in the first time, when we marry to Hashem, the Torah was like our ketubah. The 10 Commandments is our ketubah. What is our commitments to each other. What we supposed to do, what you supposed to do. We swear each other to take care of each other. You can see in the Siddur we're reading, when we open the Echal in Chag HaShavuot, it's exactly the Ketubah. Hashem swear, and Hashem swear, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of your needs. I'm never going to give up on you. I'm always going to be here for you. And we also swear to Hashem. But and then Hashem realized something. What happened when Am Israel did Naaseh v'Nishma? What happened? Why was not enough to say Naaseh v'Nishma? That Hashem needs to force the Torah on us. Why Hashem needs to pick up the Har Sinai? We already said Naaseh v'Nishma. Hashem wanted to teach us a message. This is the first message. What is the message? Am Israel accept the Torah. What kind of Torah Am Israel accept? Only the writing Torah. The written Torah. Chamisha Chumshe Torah. That's what we accept. Bereshit, Shmot, Vayikra, Bamidbar Dvarim. That's it. We like the stories with Joseph and his father and his brothers. We like the stories of Exodus. We like the story of Egypt. We like the stories of Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. It's a nice, right? Nice stories. We can keep Shabbat. We can. But Hashem said, if you would like to stay like that, you are not willing to accept the verbal Torah. What is the verbal Torah? You see behind you all the Gemarot? Right? We have 60 Masechtot, 60 volumes, that this is the Mishnayot and the Gemara that comes after, the Babylon Talmud, that all the details that we have in each mitzvah, this is the Talmud, this is the verbal Torah. People said, I don't believe. Somebody came to me and he said, Rabbi, I don't believe the verbal Torah. זה תורה שבעל פה, just the rabbis, Rabbi Akiva, Rabbi Shimon, Rabbi Yochanan. Just the rabbi, who knows, somebody made it up. You cannot accept the writing Torah without the verbal Torah. I'll give you an example. Where is in the Torah said that we need to put tefillin? Who knows?
Nowhere.
איפה? וקשרתם לאות על ידיך in Shema Israel, right? But the Torah didn't mention the word tefillin. וקשרתם את מה? You need to tie it on your arm. Tight what? The Torah didn't mention. You need to put the thin on the mezuzah. וכתבתם על מזוזות בדרך. מזuzah, it's the frame on your door. The Torah didn't say anything. Even Shabbat. ושמרתם את השבת, ושמרו בני ישראל לשבת. You need to keep Shabbat. What I'm supposed to do? Only the Torah said you're not allowed to fire and extinguish fire on Shabbat. לא תבערו בכל שפתיכם ביום השבת. You're not allowed to plant, to work on your field on Shabbat. בחריש ובקצית. But the rest of the halachot, it's only in the verbal Torah. The Torah learned all the 39 melachot. And many stuff like that. Even Sukkot. But Sukkot tishvu shivat yamim. You need to sit down in the Sukkah. If I want to stand up. מה זה בסוכות תשבו? What is Sukkah? The Torah didn't say what is Sukkah. What is Sukkah made of? Only the Gemara in Masechet Sukkah. So Hashem said, if you would like to have a marriage, if you would like to have a relationship like that, that you want to have just the light relationship, you want to know each other a little bit, you want to see each other only in the restaurant, in the parties, hi, bye, I love you, you look so nice. Right? When you dressed up, you put makeup, you put heels, you put some, right? Put some perfume. You always looks nice. That kind of a relationship is not the relationship that I want. It's not the relationship can stay for long term. What kind of relationship? Yes? The verbal Torah. What does the verbal Torah represent? It's the details. It's to go deeper. It's to know each other every hour, every minute. I want to live with you together. When you accept the writing Torah, it's just, Shabbat, brachot once in a while, tefillah. It's not every moment, every second. Only if you learn the verbal Torah, the halachot, and you're going deeper and you see that you need to live with Hashem every second. Hashem is even in you, how you tie your shoes, right? Hashem, there is halachot, how to tie your shoes. How to wake up? How to wash your hand? This hand and this hand. How to whatever you do in life, whatever you do in a relationship, whatever you do between you and your friends, whatever you do in your bed, whatever you do when you wake up, whatever you do when you eat, when you sleep, every single moment. That kind of relationship. If you don't accept that, it's not a relationship that I want. Why? Because it's considered like you just engaged to me. Engagement, what is engagement? Engaged, they already say yes to each other, but they know each other. Hi, bye, they're meeting each other twice or three times a week, right? Bye, bye. They're not sleeping together all the time and living and know each other from all the aspect.
Commitment.
Right?
Halfway commitment.
Exactly, it's not even commitment, it's just I love you. It's a love with benefits. It's a friends with benefits. Only we enjoy each other. We're not here for each other. We're not committed, fully committed for each other. This is not kind of a relationship. Why? Because once you have any challenge and any problems that you're going to face, in a second you're going to leave. In a second, you're not going to be there. You're there only when it's nice. You're there only when it's comfortable. That's why when Hashem offered the Torah to Am Israel, why it's offered the Torah to the other nation? He mentioned to them only the hard things. Why you mention to me only the do not kill? What about the rest? I can keep my parents. I can keep Shabbat maybe, right? There are people, the other nations also can keep one day a week. No. But I want to see if you're fully committed. I want to see if you're really there for me when it's hard, when you need to wake up in the morning, when you need to give up on yourself, when you need to do something out of your comfort zone. That's kind of relationship that can last for long term. If you dare just to get, if a person, I have a couple that I give them a course before I marry them. I'm not marrying anyone if I don't give them a course. Because the marriage institution, I told you, it's a ultimate failure without preparation. And if you don't prepare before you get married, almost there's no chance to succeed. I'm telling you, and you can see it by yourself. And people even who told me, no, we don't need it, we're okay, we're already a few years together, you don't need to teach us. I can teach you, Rabbi. I said, okay, Go ahead, go and get married. I'm not going to be part of it. If you want me to help you, to guide you, to be there for you, not just to say Savri Maranan and to under the chuppah. I need to prepare you. So we start to talk about the relationship. He realized that he's not even know what's going on with his girlfriend. He's not even aware of her needs. He's not even know about anything. He think that it's fun. Yeah, we're gonna have fun together, and have kids. We're gonna have a beautiful family, right? So only when you learn and you prepare yourself and you committed to be there when it's not comfortable, that's kind of relationship. So he said to me, I asked him a simple question that I ask every couple who wants to get married. Why you want to get married? What is the purpose? You want to get married. Lama. To build a family, you can build a family without getting married. To have kids, technically you can have it without getting married. Right? What is the purpose to get married? Huh? B'derech Hashem. Why Hashem choose this way? Why Hashem choose this way in the beginning? Why to commit to someone for so long if it's almost impossible? Why? How Hashem makes something, an institution, that it's not even, you see that it's not working. You see, most of the people, today, the market of the divorced people much more higher than the single. יש יותר גרושים וגרושות יותר מאשר רווקות. רווקים ורווקות. It's sad. But why? Why is like that? So I asked them, what's the reason you want to get married? You know what he told me? I want to have that. I want to have that. I want someone to take care of me, to do for me, to have fun. He give me like 20 things that he wants to. That's why he get married. I told him, you see, that's the reason that you're not going to get married in a healthy way. I said, well, what's the problem? I asked her, why you want to get married to this person? He's nice, he have money, he's going to take care of me, we're going to have fun together, we're going to have da-da-da-da-da. I want to have certainty, I want to have someone who love me, I want to have da-da-da-da-da. She gave me also like 20 things. I said, you see, what you missing? He said, what's wrong? I cannot have expectation from each other. You can have expectation. But if this is the why, this is the reason why you want to get married, any challenge and when you face anything, hardships in the middle of the relationship, you're going to leave. Why? Because when it's all about me, it's me, it's not about you, this is ultimate failure. You cannot be succeeding. You're not here for me. You're here for yourself. As long as you get in benefits, you enjoy, right? You get in when I'm cooking, when I look nice, when all your friends look at me, and you get in whatever you want. You get in all the pleasure. When the house is a mess, and all the kids going crazy, or when I'm crazy, when I wake up in the morning and start to scream, or when I'm not look like what do you think, right? When I'm not putting makeup. When your wife wake up in the morning, כמו אבו עגלה שיצא מהמערה, right? I don't know how to say אבו עגלה in English, but like מחושמלת, like so it's not what I'm signed for, right? I loved her only when she's in my frame, when she's cute, she's nice, and she's eating like a little rabbit, and she's so lovely, and I don't know what happened to her. Now she's going like a witch. She's, this moment. I don't care. Shut up. What happened to her? Makara. What happened? She was not like that. I don't know what happened to him. He become like a criminal. Shut up. I'm going to show you. Don't talk to me like that. Man, I see people every day fighting, screaming, become enemies. Why? Because they're missing the purpose of marriage. They're missing the purpose of relationship. You're not here. The reason that what Hashem wants you to be here is to be a person with the good midot, to be like God. That's the only reason that we get married. The only one way that you can be like God. You can see your midot, you see your neshama, your completion, only when you take care of others without any expectation to get. So of course we're building our family, of course we're having kids, of course we have commitments to each other. People said love unconditionally, right? Love is unconditionally. But marriage is with conditions. Somebody said to me, no, he needs to love me like that, whatever I look like. Yeah, but you need to take care of yourself. You have to take a shower. You have to to look like. Or another man, he said, no, I'm taking a shower twice a week. What's the problem? I said, are you serious? You cannot live with yourself. He's not even aware what's wrong. No, she needs to accept me like that. You can be in the cave. Maybe there they accept you, not in the marriage. You have to have commitments when you know what you hear for the other person, whether if you like it, whether if it's comfortable for you, whether it's not. That's what Hashem said. I don't want you to be here only when it's comfortable. You accept the Torah and the writing Torah. It's nice. You like the stories? You like to be in the holidays? You like to eat donuts? You like to put some mask and dance in Purim? Right? It's not what we signed for. Right? To be Jewish, I explain to everybody who wants to get convert, to be Jewish, it's to have commitments, to have a lot of things that it's not going to be so pleasant, right? But this is the only way that you can be connected. This is the only way. How? I'll give you an example. If you know around the world, how many percent in the world, how many percent in the Jewish people, what is the most? How many people percent keeping the Chag Shavuot? Who knows? Around the Jewish people. What? 25%. How many people keeping Chag Sukkot?
30. Wow, man. It's 50.
Over 40. 40 something. 42, 43. Almost 50%. How many people keep Passover? Keep Passover. I'm talking around the world. 75. Even I'm not talking about the 70. Over 90%.
Wow.
91% keeping Passover around the world. How many people around the world, Jewish people, keeping Kippur?
95.
Yeah. 90.
96% keeping Yom Kippur. How come? I check it out. Statistic. How come? I thought it's supposed to be opposite. If you ask me what is the most easy holiday to keep, it's Chag Shavuot. You just eat cake and whatever. If you want to stay awake all night, it's up to you. But the Ashkenazim, they're not even. It's a nice holiday. You come in the morning, you listen to the 10 Commandments, having fun. You throw in water to each other, whatever. There's nothing to do. You don't need to build a sukkah. You don't need to do with Arbat Aminim, Lulav, Etrog, Arava, blah, 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 7 days. Right? It's easy. But less people keeping it. If you're asking about Sukkot, you need to build Sukkah. Okay, people love it. Samachta b'chagecha, it's the happy holiday. But still, you need to do a lot of preparation and build and do a lot of things. But it's fun with the family. Okay, Passover? Not to eat chametz? Are you out of your mind? Today, it's not so hard because today you have lafa and pitot and all the food. You don't know if it's chametz or no. You don't know. Unbelievable. I saw people eating lafa and shawarma in the middle of Passover. But I'm talking about normal times, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. It's doesn't make sense for 1 week not to eat, to check all my house and do all the stuff and be careful not to see chametz. But people keeping it. And Yom Kippur, you have a 5 restriction. You need to fast. You're not allowed to do anything. People are not keeping Shabbat. They're not keeping anything. But Yom Kippur, they're keeping. How? Because you connect only when it's hard.
Wow.
When it's hard, you have the best connection. When it's easy, you're not connecting. You think that you connect. You think that you enjoy, but you're on the side. Very easy to give up. The reason that people giving up, the people getting divorced very easily because they are not connected. Maybe they got married, but they never been married. Being married is to be together, ba'eshu b'mayim, for the good and for the bad, and not to be when it's comfortable for me. It's not to be here when I get, because I'm here to serve you. I'm here to be there for you. I'm here to sacrifice for you. That's the only way. That's all about commitments, but not in the way when you commit. Thank you for mentioning it. What does commitment mean? I commit to something. What is the difference when I commit to something or when I have to do something, when I get to do something?
Consistency.
Not just consistency. Very nice. Commitment, it's with consistency, right? Tmidut. Tmidut. Atmada. But commit, when you commit to something, is not in the place that you have to. In the place that I have the capacity that I want to be there. Commitment that I want to be there. I'm not doing it. It's not the way of doing. It's the way of being. I'm here. You know what? When you feel that somebody doing a favor for you, doing a favor just to mark, buy you a flower, yalla, because it's the yalla money. I say I don't want my wife to get crazy or my girlfriend and to forget my anniversary. You forgot my birthday. You forgot the Woman Day. How you call it? Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. I don't know all those days. Today, every day something else. So you're doing, yalla, I buy you chocolate, I buy you something, you're doing a favor. No. I want to be there. I want to see that you're there out of love, out of caring. You're there for me, for my ratzon, for your will. Not just doing a favor. That's why Hashem said, if you're willing to accept the Torah, mutav. If not, I'm going to bury you here. I don't want you to be in a place, Na'aseh v'nishma, when we're outside. We're just going to keep, you know, the tea light, you know, those modern, you know, when they keep, the tilfidati, biduk. I'm here when it's comfortable, when I want, I'm kaptisu, when I want, I put filin, when I want, I keep mitzvot, when I want, I'm keep negiah, when I keep I keep kashrut, if not, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. The tilfidati, whatever I want to keep. It's easier, but you're not connect. You're not connect. If you want to connect to a place, to your house, to your business, to your spouse, to anybody, it's only when you sacrifice. People who open a business or do something that they get like that very easily, they're gonna give up on it very easily. That's why. That's why Hashem said, I want you to show me that you're here for me even it's hard, even it's not comfortable for you. And that's the reason that we stay awake all night in Chag HaShavuot. Why? We're showing Hashem that even we didn't have enough time to keep our relationship. We didn't have time to see you. We didn't have time to learn with you. We didn't have time to be aware of what's going on. But we're here all night. Not because it's comfortable, to show that we're here. What we're doing, we remember when we came from. What we're doing, we're repeating all the Torah. We're repeating our commitments. Let me repeat the agreement. Let me repeat it. I want to see what I'm missing. Maybe I missed something. That's why we repeat all the mitzvot. We repeat all the psukim. What we're doing when we struggle in a relationship. When I have a couple that come to me for shlom bayit, the first thing that I'm doing is not to listen to the problems. Sometimes you give him 20, 30 minutes. Okay, what's the problem? He don't care. But it never ends. Literally, one time I sat for 4 hours just to listen to the couple fighting. They pull up things before the Holocaust. I'm telling you. I don't know if she remembered things for 1987. She didn't even born. And he said to her, how you remember that? Even God forgot about it. Like, what are you talking about? But a woman, she has so much memory because whatever she remember it with intensity, emotion. When you hurt a wife, or when you hurt a woman, lama the Gemara said, Le'olam yizaher adam be'ona'at ishto. Be careful not to hurt your wife. Why? Because dim'ata metzuya lavo, she tend to cry very easily. Why? Because when you're talking about things, or when she associate any pain, she remember your things right away. All the wires connecting to each other shows she's pull up all the information in a minute and she see it alive. She experienced it again. Like, what's wrong with you? We already forget about it 30 years ago. No, she live it right now. Right? So she experienced right now in the same moment. That's why I said to a couple, when they fight, when they have a problem with each other, I'm not listening to their problems. What do? I'm going back to the first time when they got married. The first time when they met. There is a very famous woman. Her name is forgot her name. Satira Shapir. So she was very, very famous 20 years ago. She was one of the most consular women. She solved thousands of couples. So she said she have a kind of a way how to deal with couple. She said in the first time, what are you supposed to do? Ask the couple, ask the husband, ask the wife. We're starting with the wife. Tell me about the first date. Listen, we walk on the boardwalk, and then I saw him when I rent a bicycle. I saw him on the bar over there. He offered me a drink, and then we danced together, and then he continued. No, it's not like that. When I came with my friend, all right, I saw you over there. And then they experience the same moments together. And then they come to the second date. How was the second date? Well, we went to this restaurant. We were over there. They came here to shoot at each other. They came with a full RPG. They came to fight or to get divorced. But what I'm doing, I'm
looking at the good things.
Not just looking at the good things, to remember the first reason when we got married. That's why Chag HaShavuot never called a name on Shavuot. We named the Shavuot on the weeks that we are together. Since we start from Egypt, we left Egypt as a slave. We start to count. The reason that we call it Sfirat HaOmer, we call it on the Omer. Omer is food for animal. We start like a slave, we start like an animal. But we count every day to get to this point, to this moment. So all the time we remind ourselves when we start and what was the goal. What our vision. Because people today, they said, I want my wife or my girlfriend to look at me in their eyes. You know, you're so cute. Don't look in each other in their eyes. Both of you need to see in both eyes, to see the wall and to see the vision, to see the goal, where you're going. Because if you would like to stay in a relationship, in a healthy relationship, you have to have a common goal. The reason that people give up on each other because they don't have nothing in common. They don't have any center, anything that they build, anything that they're going through. Am Israel, when they have a goal, when they have a place that they chase it to go, like land of Israel, even they're fighting and problems in the desert, but nothing breaks them. They have the land of Israel. But they didn't have a goal. When everybody got separated, so all the problems came, they become separate. Nobody can keep the relationship when you don't have a common goal. That's why in Chag HaShavuot, it's not based on Chag HaShavuot. Chag Shavuot, it's the result that what you prepare. If you're not getting married with preparation, if you don't know what is the relationship all about, what is the formula, what is the wife, what is the man, what is the needs of each other, if you don't prepare yourself, if you don't have a goal together, you cannot succeed. That's why if a person misses one day in Sfirat HaOmer, he's missing the entire... Why are you missing? You're missing the goal. You're driving in a different direction. Are you serious? No, we fight, we never give up. Every day, consistency. When you have a common goal, when you want to achieve in a competition, you want to achieve something to win, or you have a few days to reach some amount of money. You don't care if you eat or not, if you sleep or not, if you have a headache or not, or your wife drive. You commit. You dare, you never give up. That's the kind of commitment that Hashem wants. That's what we show Hashem. What we're doing, we remember the first reason. Remember the first reason where we came. Why did you want to get married to this girl for the first time? Make a list. What is the things that you saw in this person that you liked? And what changed? What do I need to do and who do I need to be in order to solve it? What do I need to feel? I need to connect to my lover, right? I need to connect to myself, to relate to myself, because most of the problems that we have today, we don't have a relationship issues. Most of the relationship issues is not relationship issues, because they're not there's nothing. They didn't build anything. People come to me, יש לנו בעיה זוגית. אין לך בעיה זוגית, אין לכם זוגיות בכלל. You didn't build anything together. You're just two partners. You cares about yourself, only with yourself. When you have things that you want to get, you can sneak and you can do behind my back, and she can do whatever she wants, and you meet each other and you're stuck together. But you're not married. Marriage is with the full commitments. Marriage, when we hear to each other, it's when you're taking care of the needs of each other. That's kind of marriage that Hashem wants. That's why we remember the first reason. What did you saw in him that make you happy, that you want to be with this person the rest of your life? What you commit to do in order to be there. That's why we have in a relationship, the issues is not because the relationship issues. A person have a problem with himself that reflect in the relationship. Most of the problems is not the relationship. Sometimes it's a communication. Sometimes he did like that. He was not so faithful. He did things behind my back. I'm never going to forget. No, you can build a trust. You can build. We're all human beings. We're doing mistakes, okay? But the problem is the woman never forgets. She always pull up, right? Because the woman always look, what?
Men forget?
Yes.
Men forget. Yes. Much more easier.
Besides one thing only.
They erase things.
Why is like that? The Gemara said, why it's like that men forget very easily. I'm not talking about bad things, so worse, because also men have his own. But I'm talking about much more easier for men to forget. There's so difference between men and women. The Gemara said, the men made of sand. Sand, chol, if you write on the chol, on the sand, you can wipe it very easily. A woman, she born out of what? A bone. If you write on the bone, Habibit kabel the bone. She can pick up the bone and she see all the scratches. With the scratches, she can scratch you again. Right? That's why you have to be careful before you're doing mistakes. Right? But what I'm trying to say, if you have a person that he's with self-esteem, self-confidence, always focused on a positive, he would like to share, he's a good man, and you see a woman with self-confidence, self-esteem, with a positivity, she would like to give and share and fun, and you can connect them together, they're going to have a beautiful relationship. But if it's all about me, if I have an anger issues, if I have an ego, if I have so many bad characters, if I have low self-esteem, I need to get always feedback. I need to always, so I always have expectation. I'm always disappointed. You know, those women, די כבר, די, מה קרה? מה את רוצה כבר? מה? חלאס, חלאס. Right? What do you want? Because you don't pay attention. She needs so much attention. She needs so much to get validate and to get approval all the time because she have much more low self-esteem than the men. So what I'm trying to say, always in a relationship, you have to know the value of the person in front of you and his needs. If you don't know the value, you cannot love a person. What is love? When I ask people, what is love? What? What is love? When I say I love you, what does that mean, I love you? You see people say, I love you, but he do horrible things. How can you do that if you love me? I love you, but I don't know how can I do that. What is love?
I love your
They
character.
see, what? You love what?
His character, כאילו, איך אני אומר?
המידות, a personality? הוא?
הבן אדם עצמו.
Okay. You love his person.
משהו, הצורה שהוא.
משהו, אז למה אתה נפגע? למה אתה כועס? למה אתה מתעצבן? למה אתה עוזר? Why? So if you love someone, you love him and you accept him, whatever you do.
Without
Love, a real love. מה זה אהבה? It's the ability to see the value of the other person without judgment. If you judge me, you don't love me. Love, if you ask someone, what is the first thing that you can say or you can remember that you love your wife? Nobody can see it. Nobody can say it. I don't know, it just happened. Why it just happened? Because love, it's something that you build. Love, it's an emotion. But love, it's the ability to see the value. When I see you value, when you how you love your kids, unconditional. Whatever your child gonna do, right? That's the real love. And with wife or with another people or with a husband, it's different. It needs to be built. But it's like you brush your teeth. You don't realize what is the day or 2 or 3 days when you brush your teeth. When is the time or when is the moment? If you're not going to brush it, it's going to be a problem. You brush it, it's consistency, right? And then you don't have a problem. The same thing, it's the consistency builds the love. But you cannot build something if you don't know the value. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm capable. You don't know my neshama. You don't know my tikkun. You don't know my characters. You don't know who I am. You know how many people, even they married for each other for 10 or 16 years. I have the questionnaire to see if they know each other. Most of the men, they fail. They don't even know the color, the favorite color. The first question, what is the first favorite color of your wife? They have no idea. Right? You don't care. Who cares my favorite color שלה? מה זה יעזור? מה זה ייתן לנו? No, סתם. מה ההובי? מה זה? What did you love? What like? What did she like? What did she hate? What scares her? You don't know anything about your wife. How do you want to build something if you don't know me? You don't know what's make me sad, what makes me cry, what makes me happy, what's make me excited. מה עושה אותי שמחה, מאושרת, צועלת, מתרגשת, כועסת, מתעצבנת. All the things, the good things and the bad things. You're not even aware. You don't know my needs. Each person has 6 human needs. Right? What is the 6 human needs? I told you, but I'm going to say it in few minutes. We have 7 minutes. When I say it in a few minutes, it's very, very important. Because the most problem in a relationship, you don't know the needs of each other. Every person have 6 human needs. Maybe we can have it in... we'll talk about it many, many times. But in relationship, this is the most important things. You don't know my needs. What does that mean? When you see a person... The 6 human needs is like that. I'm going to say it very quickly. The first human need, what is that? Certainty. To feel certainty, to have vadayut. I need to have vadayut. Certainty can be security. I need to have vadayut that you with me. You're never going to leave me. Right? I can trust you. I don't need to check your phone all the time. Right?
Yes.
I don't need to see where you're going, where and who, and what you're saying. Right? It's certainty. When I ask couple, how much certainty you feel in your relationship? From 1 to 10, say 3. So you wondering why your husband is all the time spend time at work or outside and he's not coming home. Because at home, you don't feel certainty. He feel at work, he feels certainty. He's balabait, he know what he's doing. There, he's going to get it. In the house, always question. Always he needs to be questioned, right? Where are you going? What are you doing? It's like the FBI. All the time, needs to have an investigation. Where are you going? What are you doing? What did you do that? What did you do that? What did... Yalla, chacharit. I want to be with my friends. They accept me as I am, right? The second human need, what is that? Uncertainty. It's variety. To have variety is a givun. Givun, which means to laugh together, to go out together, to enjoy together. Every person needs to have givun. Sometimes you see people changing the color of their hair, changing the classes, changing their suit, changing the... Why are you changing? Why? I need to have something else. I want to have something exciting. I don't want everything boring, right? Certainty is the people who can work in the same work, the same place, 40 years. 40 years in the same company, are you serious? Some of the people, every 2 years, every year, they're going in a different place. They need to change. A different country, different state, different community, different rabbi, different friends. They need to have variety. So you wondering why your husband or why your wife going outside, she needs variety. She needs to have some friends. He needs variety. He needs to have some fun. You love him, let him be himself. If you love me, you let me to be myself, to express myself, to enjoy. Even you like it, if you don't. But some of the people, no, I love her, so I want him to be only with me. You don't love him, you love yourself. You're choking him, right? This is אהבה חונקת, זה לא אהבה.
הוא חונק אותה.
כן, הוא חונק אותה, אל תלכי, אל תדברי איתו, אל תדברי, מה קרה? תשחררי. Leave me. Right? The third one, I'm going very fast. It's very, very deep. It's very, very deep. We're doing it in the relationship course and also in the coaching course. Go very, very deep in the 6 human needs. And we have more needs, but this is the 6 human needs that every person have. Most of the people have the 2 needs, the 2 top needs that they do everything in life to get it. Every need you can get it in a positive way or in a negative way. I'll give you an example. To be certainty, people can be in a certain, to have a certainty, vadayut, they're going to have stable place to work. He don't want to open his own business. Lama, what's that? He make $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month, but he would like to have certain place, right? I'm not going to change. That's why I know exactly how much my income and how much my expenses. Some of the people, no, I don't want anybody in my head. I like this adventure. I would like to open my own business, to express myself. I want to fight. I want to go down. I want to go up. I want to believe in myself, believe in my partner, and have this action. I don't care, but I don't want this boring to go at 9 o'clock, 9 to 5, 9. Right? This is certainty, people. Or uncertainty people, they like the variety. But you can get it in a negative way. The people who smoke. Why are you smoking? I need some certainty right now. I'm confused. I have stress in my life. Right? I need 5 minutes. So leave me alone. צריכים את השקט של... איזה כיף זה. נכון? למה אבל אתה עושה... Or people who get drunk. Why are you serious? Why you get drunk? I need to forget from my reality. I need to have a certainty. So you're doing it in a negative way in order to get his needs. He needs to learn how to get it in a positive way. Some of the people eat. I don't have time to make a salad. I'm a rabbit. Are you serious to have my diet? לא, עכשיו לחתוך סלט, תן לי חתיכת פיצה, give me a pizza, give me רוגלח, give me בורקס, איזה קרוסון. We're lazy, so we want certainty. It's not a bad thing, אבל אדם רוצה ודאיות. Okay? So the third human need, what is that? Significant. Significant, every person, significant זה להיות משמעותי, להיות ייחודי, להיות מישהו עם כבוד. You're looking, every person needs kavod. Our neshama called kavod. We talked about it 2 weeks ago. Lo na'agu kavod ze bazeh. How much is, if you don't respect me, if I'm not significant, you hurt my needs, you hurt who I am, you hurt my identity. So most of the people, you think that he's walking and he's part, but but he's always looking, where is my name? Where is, when is the rabbi going to mention my name here? Right? When is going to be when everybody knows what I'm here? Some of the people, they come here, they go. Some of the people need to be bold. Everybody needs to know that I'm here. Right? You can get it in a negative way. Those people who are doing balagan, kol hazman yesh kids, the troublemaker. He needs to be significant. He needs to get attention all the time, right? So I ask people, how much, you ask your wife, how much you feel significant? She said, for 1 to 10, 4. How much do you think that you give significant to your wife? How much you honor and respect her? כמה אתה מכבד אותה ומעריך אותה? היא משמעותית בשבילך. He said 7. How come she feel 4 and you said 7? There's something missing. So he think that whatever he take care of the house, he pay the bills, he's taking care of. No, but you don't give me my significant as long as you don't respect me. You talk to me like garbage, right? You scream at me, you raise your voice on me. So you see all the needs. If you know what it's your spouse needs, it's very easy. You know what to do, what not to do. But if you're not aware, you're just aware of my needs. So there's 4 types of love. The 4 types of love, you can write it down. The first one, it's baby love. It's all about me. Baby, it can be cute, but it's all about me. Right? Baby, I love you when I get candies, when I get some good stuff. The second one, what is the second love? It's love with the measurement. Ahava b'midah. I love you. When I get what I need, I'm going to give you whatever I get from you. I'm not going to give you more than that. זה הכל, measure love.
מידה כנגד מידה.
כן, תמיד מודדים. לא, אתה נתת לי. No, I give you more, but I stay awake 2 hours because, no, I didn't. נכון? I'm not going to do more than that. The third one, I'm going to take care of you. Doesn't matter what I get. This is the healthy and the good one. I'm taking care of your needs before my needs. Right? And that's the only reason that Hashem wants us to get married. When you take care of your spouse needs, physical needs, right? She taking care of your needs, you'll be able to connect in your spiritual level, your neshama. But if I need to take care of my needs all the time, and you care about yourself all the time, I will always focus about the needs of each other. We don't have time to connect with our neshama. That's where we have a problem. Right? Because it's all about me. So if you would like to change and improve your relationship, you have to take care of, to be aware of the needs of the person that you want to live with. So the fourth need is love. This is the oxygen of life. This is one of the top human needs. If I ask people, what is your top 2? What is your top 2? Most of the people say love and significant. Some of the people said significant first and then love. Right? I need to be significant in order to love. Right? What is love? These 5 languages of love. People said, you don't love me. Of course I love you. No, but you don't do that, you don't touch me, I express my love in a different way. What is the 5 language of love? You know this book? No. What is the 5 language of love? Some of the people express love.
Speech.
First, it's touch. Maga. Right? If you don't kiss me, if you don't hug me, if you don't touch me, you don't love me. Some of the people, good words. Milim tovot. Firgunim. You don't never say I love you. You don't say I'm pretty. You don't say I look nice. You don't say anything. Right? For her, you don't love her. Some of the people, the third one, what is the third one? Quality time. I say I love you, but you never spend time with me. You're always with your friends. Right? You never have time. What is the last time we've been together? Oh, yesterday we watched a movie together. We went to the theater. But it's not quality time. We watch a movie. We're not looking in each other's eyes. We're not listening to each other. You know, people today, they go into restaurants. They have on the phone. You're not spending time with me. You're spending time with your Facebook and Instagram. You upload stories all the time. This is the third. Love. Language of love. Right? You have to be aware what's your language of your... So, למה צריך... קודם כל את הלנגוויץ' של האנגלית. So, what is the fourth one? Gift. You don't love me if you don't give me gift. You never buy me anything. נכון? The fifth one, what is the fifth one? Service. If you don't make laundry, if you don't clean up the house, you don't love me. Why do I need to ask for underwear, undershirt all the time? Where's my socks? Where is that? What is that? What is that? Why it's a mess? Why I don't have a food? מה אתה רוצה לשחרר? No, you don't love me. So some of the people experience, כל אחד מקבל את זה במשהו אחר, נכון? So these 5 language of love. But, so when you know the needs of each other, if you know the purpose of your marriage, you know that you dare no matter what. You know that you dare to take care of the needs of your wife or your spouse or your girlfriend or your husband, whatever. You're not here to get. You're not here only when it's comfortable. That's kind of relationship that Hashem wants us to be. That's the only way that we can be like God. We can be happy together. As long, if you have problem right now in your relationship, and everybody have problems, have arguments, it's okay. It's still, when you care about me, it's still, which means that you still love me. What is the difference? What is the opposite of love?
Indifference. Indifference.
Indifference, hate. מה הצד או מה כנגד אהבה? What is?
אדישות.
לא שנאה, אדישות.
אדישות. Indifference.
How you say אדישות?
Indifference.
Indifference? Indifference. That's the opposite of love, when you don't care about nothing. Don't care, go have fun, do whatever you want. You don't... No, when you still care, which means that you still care about me, you still love me. I'm something for you. That's why when you build communication, when you know each other, when you go, next time you go to a restaurant with your spouse, with your husband, or with someone, put it on the paper. What is your needs? How can I serve you more? What's make you happy? What's make you sad? What did I do wrong? Right? When you have Hashem in your life, when you have Hashem in the center, and you serve both of you in one target, you walking together, you having vision. שתיכם מסתכלים לאותו צד, לאותו מקום. אתם הולכים ביחד. So even you facing challenges, I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying that it's perfect. I'm not saying that the marriage is supposed to be easy and fun all the time. No, this is a challenge. It's a roller coaster. But this is part of life. That makes us alive. But as long as we facing the same goal together, that's what Chag HaShavuot called Chag HaShavuot. Because of preparation, because we always remember where we came from and what is the first reason we got married. When you're facing a challenge right now, remember what is the first time you want her. What you can do better and who you need to become in order to change. And what is the responsibility that you take. And then we can have a best and healthy and stable relationship. The same thing with Hashem Yitbarach. When we going away from Hashem because we associate pain, because we don't want to be there, because we have problems, we got hurt, right? Because we always expect from Hashem, give me. No, but it's not working like that. Hashem is not working for us. We here to serve Hashem. We're here to give Him. So ask yourself what you can do more, what you can serve more, how you can improve your relationship. איך לשפר את הזוגיות עם השם יתברך, איך להיות יותר שם, how I commit myself to be more שיעורי תורה, more in the תפילה, much more keeping my eyes, keeping myself, keeping my יראת שמיים, having much more spiritual in my house, much more spiritual with my children, and this is kind of relationship that we can celebrate together. חג השבועות, celebrate our anniversary. יום נישואים שמח. Happy anniversary. חזק וברוך לכם. See you בעזרת השם every Tuesday, כל יום שלישי בערב בעזרת השם. Everybody is invited to join us. חזק וברוך.